have 2 teenage daughters, and their favorite things to say are, number one, I already saw that video, Dad, on TikTok. And number 2, please, Dad, never, never, ever make Instagram Reels. Don't make any of those. Seriously, nothing gives my teenage daughters greater joy than when I show them something that I think is funny that I found online and they go, oh yeah, I saw that like a week ago on TikTok. Like a week ago, by the way, is internet for why are you so old? Are you getting enough potassium for your brittle bones, Father? That's what they think every time I show them something they've already seen. They love seeing stuff before I do. What they don't love is the thought of me really getting into Instagram Reels. I think they're worried. They're terrified I'm going to end up doing some sort of like dance montage video and it's going to embarrass them and all of their friends will see it. I don't want to do that. But I do want to make some videos that are close to my heart. Some things that I care about, some things that I've thought about for years and years. I'm trying to serve a video audience, a YouTube audience, if you will. And there's been a couple ideas that have been in my head for years and years, things that have been kicking around. And this is one of those videos that I've been desperate to make. Since the moment I started my YouTube channel, I knew someday, I didn't know how, I was finally going to be able to make this video, a video that I dreamed about. I had the title first. Do you know how sometimes authors will say, you know, I had the title, The Great Gatsby, long before I even knew the book. This is that exact situation. In a lot of ways, they're similar as far as quality levels. That's the same kind of thing that I've been dealing with. The same kind of thing you're going to be looking at today. Call it fate, call it a dream, call it a vision quest, if you like that phrase. But I always knew that someday, somehow, I would be able to do a video titled 5 Reasons This Bathtub Ended Up in the Middle of the Bedroom. 5 reasons. I knew it wouldn't be easy. I mean, how could it be? How often do you walk into the middle of a bedroom and there's a bathtub right there? Has that ever even happened to you? Once? Maybe twice in your lifetime if you live near the Poconos? Most people will never know just the pure random joy it is to discover that, lo and behold, someone has put a bathtub smack dab in the middle of this bedroom. But guess what? I checked into a hotel recently, and the front desk lady said, well, we're really full right now, so we don't have your room ready yet. But if you really need to check in, I can get you into one of the rooms that has a bathtub in the middle of the bedroom. And I said, what was that last thing you said? Hark? I think that's the word I used. I travel very fancy. Hark. Do my ears deceive me? Did you say there's a bathtub in the middle of the room? And that's how I came to find myself right here. What? Look at that. Right in the middle of the room. How did this bathtub end up in the middle of the room? I've been waiting for years to answer that question. I have 5 theories, 5 different theories, and I'm going to share them with you right now. Theory number 1, no one was here the day they delivered the bathtub. Let's start with the simplest explanation right out of the gate. Delivery guys called up project manager and said, hey, where do you want us to put this bathtub? Nobody was on site that day. Classic bathtub mistake. Project manager was super busy and said, it doesn't matter. Just put it anywhere. It doesn't matter. Just leave it there. So they did. They just left it right here in the middle of the room. And then the plumber came and didn't want to bother the architect, whose name is Weston. Weston with an I, like the hotel. And so he said, oh, okay, well, what do I know? Weston's sick of me asking questions. I'll just assume this is where he wants the tub. And then he just installed it right here. This is where he said, you know what? There's the bed, there's the bathtub, toilet's behind the door like a gentleman. But right here in the middle of the room, that's where it's going to be. That's the first theory. Theory number 2, the wall supply chain is all jacked up. You know how the pandemic messed up the supply chain of bikes and kayaks and toilet paper? Same thing happened with the walls. They were supposed to have walls right here and right there. Look, you can see right along that line. Wall would have been amazing. But the pandemic messed up the supply chain. The wall factory, I think that's how walls are made in a big factory, doesn't have any walls. They're out of walls. The only solution was curtains. They had to pivot. Don't think of it as less walls. Think of it as more glamour. I mean, look at this. Oh, what? It's like you're going to a ball. La, la, la. Turn the corner. Huh, it's practically like a wall. If by wall you mean 37-foot shower curtain. Theory number 3, classic Super Mario situation. Have you ever thought to yourself, I wish I could jump directly out of a bathtub, which is like the pipes in Super Mario, and just make an obstacle course right to the bed? Yeah, clearly most of us have thought that at some point in our lives. It's nearly impossible to execute that trick though from a traditional bathtub. Fear not though, you can play weird life-size Super Mario all you want with this setup. Watch, it's so easy. You get into the bathtub. I'm wearing my shoes. I don't usually wear shoes in the bathtub. And it's like this. Ding, 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 ding. Whoop, whoop. And then you can just jump right into the bed. 4th reason this bathtub ended up in the middle of the room: to spray down an emotional support horse. Let's say you've traveled cross country with your emotional support horse. Miniature horse, obviously. Tiny horse, full-size love. That's got to be your tagline if you're an emotional support miniature horse rancher. Do they have ranchers for that? I don't know. I'm assuming they do. Can't you just imagine a small herd, like a small herd of empathetic horses galloping majestically across a Wyoming sun-kissed field, nickering soothingly? When an emotional support miniature horse neighs, it probably sounds like Headspace or the Calm app or a white noise machine. Shh. But let's say you've traveled all day, you're exhausted, you've had a bale of hay as your carry-on to feed the horse, like on the flight. That's difficult. And you've got your 4-hooved equine therapist with you. You finally make it to your hotel room. And wouldn't you know it, it's not horse-friendly. They said online it would be, but it's not. You ever try to bathe a horse in a bathtub in a La Quinta? It's a nightmare. Ugh, not so with this hotel, buckaroo. Don't you fear. I'm going to show you something that's about to blow your mind. Look at the reach on this thing. Look how far this goes. That's like 7 feet. So if the horse is in here, you can just, wherever he is, you can just spray him down. You could even have him like jump over this a few times just to get the extra wiggles out. So I just don't want us to miss a real obvious possibility that the reason this bathtub is in the middle is so that you can have a 9-foot hose reach, so that if you're traveling with a horse, it's easy to clean the horse. I feel like I'm repeating myself here, but a lot of y'all aren't considering what I think are the kind of the obvious solutions to this dilemma. The final reason this bathtub ended up in the room is this. Number 5, something terrible happened right under that tub. Have you ever moved a piece of furniture to cover up a stain? Maybe flip a couch cushion over to hide a spill? I've done that. We've all done that. Not with my bed, of course, because I have a foam mattress, and their claim to fame is that you can put a full glass of wine directly on the bed, and then you can jump on it and it won't tip over. But when have those two exact activities been done at the same time? You ever say to your spouse, I'm just exhausted. I think I'm going to go up to bed and jump on it for a few minutes before I fall asleep. Just get some jumps out. And they say back, oh, cool, great. I was going to go up to bed and drink a full glass of Merlot and balance it right there. Not on the nightstand, but right on the mattress. That's what I'm into tonight. That never happens. But maybe that's what happened to this bathroom. Maybe something terrible occurred in that spot. And the only way to fix it was to put a whole tub on top of it. And if I was strong enough, or let's be honest, bored enough to pry up this bathtub, there'd be a tunnel under it that led to an underground river that came out by the old wishing well, and maybe, just maybe, One-Eyed Willie's missing pirate ship. Dare to dream. Those are my 5 best guesses for why this bathtub ended up in the middle of the bedroom. Now, sometimes experts say, end your YouTube videos, always end your YouTube videos with questions so that people can participate in the comments. But I'm a little nervous to do that with this one. but I'll ask you anyway. I can't be the only person who's got a theory on why that ended up in the middle of the room. Why do you think this bathtub ended up in the middle of the bedroom? Any guesses? Let me know in the comments. And if you ever try to guess what my next video is going to be about, good luck. You did not see this one coming. Nobody saw this video coming. I'm going to keep you guessing. So make sure you hit that bell. Thanks for subscribing, and please hit like. Thanks for watching all my videos, guys.